Let's start first question with Romeo.
Yeah, he in trouble. My guy in trouble, and he know he in trouble because that's my guy. Good to see you, man.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
So let's jump in this the hard way. If you can, when you first got into power, the first time you opened up in your first scene on the original, the first time you started a series by yourself with Power Book, and then going into this final season where you are leading the way, what has stuck with you through this entire journey of the Power universe that you've held on to?
Man, a lot really like, just just staying resilient, staying optimistic. Um, just, staying consistent, staying working. Um, and really just trying to just be better every day, like just trying to, make this episode better than last episode, you know what I'm saying? Like really just trying to stay consistent, just staying in that mode, staying in that pocket of just, being ready for, whatever they throw at me whenever it comes to the script or what I'm saying, just really just being prepared for everything that's gonna come my way. Because that's really what it was like when they told me about, how we're gonna transition from, the original to the spin-offs. It was just like, it's just a matter of just, just getting ready for, a huge workload, ready for a lot more responsibility. That's really what it was, just being ready for what's coming.
I know, and carrying that weight and leading the way, it's kind of like you done created your own 20 V versus one. No Drake, no
Yeah,
Kendrick, just you.
man, it's crazy. It's
Just
crazy for sure.
you on everybody. Do you like this feeling? Because the first thing that popped up in my head, your daddy told you, man. James, he told you that
Hmm.
you were gonna become him.
Right.
Is that you now? Are are
Um,
are you him?
yeah, like me personally, I think Tariq is definitely he's more similar to Ghost than than he has ever been, like, and especially this season, you know what I'm saying? Because he's stepping into that, like, that offensive mode. Like he's in that predator mode. He's not on defense, He's not waiting for people to make a move on him. Like this season you're gonna be seeing him make the move on people, you know what I'm saying? So he's definitely becoming more like Ghost in that sense because Ghost wasn't really waiting for people to step to him. Like he was just going to get whatever he wanted. He was however he was gonna get it, he was gonna get it. He had to kill you, he's gonna kill you. He had to kill you, he's gonna kill you. So that's kind of how like Tariq is that's the mindset that he's in this season for sure.
My God, proud of you though, man. Good job.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Dana, you're next.
Yes, hi. What I wanted to know is more about that duality that you have to face for this season. When you have to both apply what you've learned from Ghost, what you've been fighting, also what Tariq has learned on his own, because the path is vastly different from each other.
Right. Um, Tariq kind of just really has to he just has to navigate in these situations, like I feel like he just has that survivor's instinct, in him from, just from being a part of the St. Patrick's family. He always has a way out. Whether it might be the right way or the wrong way, he's gonna figure out a way out. And obviously, he's learned so much from just seeing his father's mistakes. And then also he learned a lot from, season 3 of Power. He was around Kanan damn near all the time. He was learning stuff from Kanan as far as the streets go. So, he has a lot of knowledge from a lot of different, areas and certain situations that he comes to. He kind of just has to bring all of those, all that knowledge together into one and really, make it work for himself so he could stay alive.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
Kimmy from Athleisure, you're next.
Oh, sorry. What do you love about storytelling? And what do you
what
enjoy about it?
what do I love about storytelling? I love the fact that it invokes emotions out of, certain people. Um, Especially me, like certain stories really be having me like, yo, what the hell? Especially like when I read the scripts. When I read the scripts and they have me doing crazy stuff, I'd be like, no way, y'all got me doing this, bro. But nah, like storytelling is just it's special to me because what Courtney told me when she first when she first started, really, like she told me Ghost was was like a part was a character made off of each part of Courtney. You know what I'm saying? Like, each part of
Mm.
Courtney's life. So like everything she's went through, all the traumas, all of even all the great things, all the bad things she's went through, she kind of took all of that and put that into Ghost, and she kind of just made him portray the things that she went through into a whole different story. And I feel like it's so many different ways you could tell a story, and that's what makes storytelling so dope to me.
Oh, wow.
The thing I find crazy though is this. Where do you where when you find yourself, like you just said, all the rules off the table. Tariq has lost his sister, dad, mom. The original crew is gone.
Hmm.
Brayden holding you down. I gotta give him a shout out though. I gotta give your
Yeah.
boy a shout out. He doing his
Facts.
part finally. Um, where where do you go when there's nowhere to go? Because I see you turn it into the Savage, but
Mhm.
the does the Tariq character have, is there's no more not, has he lost himself? Has he lost college Tariq? Has he lost the original dream of, I mean, not taking care of the family, that's still good, but has he lost himself in this
Yeah,
in this season?
I feel like as far as like what Ghost wanted him to do and what he wanted to do for the family, like go to school, finish school, get the will and everything. Um, in that aspect, yeah, he definitely lost himself. But this season, he basically found himself, like in a different way though. Like I said, he's not defensive Tariq anymore. He's turned into the predator, the one that's going for people, that's the one that's calling the hits and stuff like that now. So I feel like compared to what he was before in the previous seasons, compared to what he is now, he's definitely found like a new version of Tariq, that is kind of needed, for him to to survive, because he could be on the defense but for so long until someone really, what I'm saying, gets you. So I
Right.
feel like he's the one that's like, yo, I'm gonna make sure everyone is out of my way before anything. So he's definitely found himself in a different way.
I wanted to drop one more thing before I get out of here. Um, I originally asked you from season one to your series to now. I did have a general question I've always wanted to ask you. When was what was your turning point as an actor during this whole series? What was your turning point as an actor? Was it The Power? Was it Power Book? Was it Now, where you were like, it's on my shoulders? Not in a pressure type of thing, but like, okay,
Just
the
a
ball's in my hand.
responsibility, kind of like, all right, this is the time for me to step up and really. I would say it was a few different times, but also at a different type of level. You know what I'm saying? Like from the hiatus, like in between the hiatus of two, in the middle of season three, I filmed Barbershop, the next cut, and that role alone kind of made them, start building on my story in the show, because they saw the work that I did while I was filming and everything. And then I guess they kind of just took the opportunity to just see, like, because the character I portrayed in Barbershop, he was also at odds with his father. You know what I'm saying? They had
Right.
a lot of disagreements as well. So I feel like they saw that, and they started just really building on that. And then season three is really when I started working a lot more. I started coming to set, working on a lot longer hours. That's when Tariq and Kanan really started chilling out and stuff like that. So that's one of the points where I'm like, okay, I gotta kind of focus a little harder, and the work is definitely getting a little heavier than it was. And then obviously season 4, 5, and 6, it's basically the same thing. And then after 6 was done, it was a completely different ball game. When they told me I was doing the spinoff and everything, that was a completely different ball game. At first, when 50 told me we was filming, I forgot what episode. We was filming season 6, I forgot what episode, but he came to me mad casual. He's like, yo, you gotta get ready for your own show after this, right? I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, I'm like, what are you talking about? Me, like, 50, he's always trolling, he's always making some type of jokes. I'm like, bro, get out of here. Then 2 weeks after, Courtney Kemp comes to me and tells me the same exact thing. So I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, now it's real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now it's time for me to like, all right, You gotta put your big boy shoes on. You feel me? You about to be number one on the call sheet, and like being number one on the call sheet is way more than just being, like number one in the show. Like when you get to set, damn near everyone's, day kind of, you really control how everyone's day is going. Like if you come to set with, some somber ass energy, everybody is gonna be the same exact way. You come to set super happy, no matter who's having a bad day, they're gonna be happy, right along with you. Because if you come as the number one to set with good energy, everyone is gonna receive that. And it all translates, and that's kind of what I had to learn, between season 1 and season 4. Like I was, I was still a kid, so sometimes I would bring personal life to work, and that's not what you're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? And I learned that, and yeah, and just stuff like that. And I really thank my crew and cast because they could have looked at me like, oh, this kid, you feel me? Like, oh, he's doing this, but they looked at it like, yo, this is your first time really being a number one. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is new for you, so we're gonna be here. We're gonna ride with you no matter what you're going through. We gonna make sure you're good, and we're gonna get through the season. And that's what it was for for 4 seasons. And I'm thankful that I had a cast and crew that was there for me because it's not easy. It's not easy, especially like being a cast, being a crew, and you're number one, and he's kind of coming in, and he's having like little issues in life, and he's bringing it. It's like it's not easy to stay on your A game. So I shout out, I salute my crew and cast for staying 10 toes with me and always making sure that like yo, no matter what I'm going through, we gonna get through it, and we gonna make a fire ass TV show.
I be that.
Right.